I've been wanting to talk to you for a while about this. Welcome to a brand new video, and hopefully you're having a good Friday so far and you are geared up to hit up the golf course this weekend, your game's in good order. Let us know if you are heading out. So, title of today's video is I have been making my driver, yes me, and well, probably you as well, less forgiving. Now that goes against all the marketing from all the major brands. This driver goes longer and straighter. This driver is the most forgiving ever. We hear it all the time. But with that, all the modern drivers are adjustable, right? We get this wrench, we never really use it, and sometimes if we do use it, we probably loft it down because we think it's going to help us hit it further. There's also other things you can do which are really harming how forgiving your driver is. And well, we all know a little bit of forgiveness helps us, doesn't it? Let's get into today's video. So, I mean, what on earth am I talking about? Surely you get your driver and it's as forgiving as the day it comes off the shelf. Now, I'm talking about having an adjustable driver. So I'm going to talk you through what I've been doing to mine, and really it's a little bit ridiculous really. I've been making it as least forgiving as possible. And you might be thinking, well Alex, you know what, it's as forgiving as it is the day it comes off the shelf. You can't really adjust that. You can. Now if you look at most of the modern drivers, I'm using the Cobra RADspeed, you might be using a TaylorMade, you might also be using a Callaway. Most of the drivers out on the market right now have this adjustability. And don't forget, it comes with the showpiece, the tool. Now, we might find that we just sort of keep this in the bag for show, may never actually take and use it on our golf club. But let me get into why my driver, well, I've made it longer, but I've made it a lot less forgiving. And I don't want you to make the same mistake, because if you think everybody right now in the golfing world is trying to stand there and absolutely hit it as long as possible, I think we've forgotten this thing of actually we need our driver to perform. We need our driver to actually hit the blooming fairway. I made the decision to adjust my driver, actually get my tool out and give it a little bit of something. Now, again, you might have done that, and if you have, get in those comments down below. Okay, so on my Cobra RADspeed, I have 2 points of adjustability. I have number one, my loft. So currently it's set on 10.5, but also I have my weights. Heavier weight, lighter weight. This comes with a 2 gram and a 12 gram weight. Now what I did stupidly, and well not stupidly, I did it because at the time I was playing probably better golf and wanted to hit it longer. Right now I'm not playing some good golf and I'm really sacrificing how forgiving this driver is and how long this driver is. What I did was I lofted it down to 9 degrees. I took 1.5 degrees off. Why? And you've probably done that because you think, you know what, it's launching a bit high, take some loft off it, I'll launch it a bit lower. You probably see your forgiveness drop off a cliff. The second thing I did was that I moved my heavier weight right behind the face. So the 12 gram weight originally when I first bought it, and you're probably the same if you've got a Cobra RADspeed or any of the drivers that you bought, your heavier weight tends to be lower and further back because this moves the CG, center of gravity of the golf club, lower and further back, and essentially makes it as forgiving as this club can possibly be. Now you do sacrifice a few things. You will create more spin, but that gives it the forgiveness and potentially not hit it as far. So as I said, I was playing much better golf, so I decided to move my center of gravity, my heavier weight, my 12 gram weight, all the way behind the face. Basically, flip them over. Now when doing this, you're moving the center of gravity closer to the back of the face, so any hits that are going to be straight out the middle are going to travel a little bit further, a little bit more bang behind the face. But a lot less forgiving. Your gear effect is reduced significantly because most of your centre of gravity has moved closer behind the face. So even though you're going to be hitting it just that little bit further, you're really going to sacrifice. Yeah, you're really going to sacrifice your bad hits. So your bad hits are going to probably be a lot worse, and anything that's off centre hits are not going to travel as far, but the on centre hits are going to travel, well, just that little bit further. But I don't want you to fall into this mistake, because it's so easy to fall into it, isn't it? We want to hit it longer, we want to search that distance, but if we're hitting it longer 1 in 10 and the rest of them are ball hunting, that is no good for anybody. I do not want you stood here wang, or this way, can't hit driver. So if you're looking to make your driver more forgiving and actually give yourself a chance of hitting more fairways, have a think about your centre of gravity. Have a think about moving your heavier weight towards the back of the golf club and just putting it on the standard loft, or if you've got a 9-degree driver, giving it that little bit more loft, because taking loft off, putting the centre of gravity straight behind the face, well, I hate to say it, but even though that one that you might get right out the ideal or middle goes absolutely like a peach and we walk off happy as Larry, we just got to think about practically, is that going to help us become a better golfer? Yes, we might enjoy that one hit, but will it actually help us lower our overall scores? And if we're truthfully honest with each other, making something less forgiving is not going to, is it? Think about this, you probably bought a set of irons that are more forgiving, and you did it because you wanted more forgiveness and hit more greens. You probably bought a driver because it's more forgiving. So why are we making it less forgiving? Why are we moving a heavier weight closer to the front? Why are we taking loft off? I'm telling you off, but I'm seriously telling myself off. It's all well and good if you're swinging great, but then you got to question, is it actually worth the 3 to 5 extra yards you're going to get by taking that little bit of loft off and moving that CG close to the face? Let's have a think about it. I do hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, don't forget to smash that subscribe button. We've got a cracking one coming up tomorrow. By the way, I hope you have a fantastic Saturday. I look forward to joining you Saturday afternoon if you're in the UK, or Saturday morning if you're in America. Thanks so much for watching. Look forward to joining you on a brand new video.